She wasn't screaming. She wasn't even speaking, just tapping her fingers on her knee, over and over. Everyone ignored it. But when one woman realized what those taps really meant, she uncovered a truth that divided even the police. It was a crisp fall morning in Denver, Colorado, when Melissa Carter, a 35-year-old marketing manager, laced up her running shoes. Like most Americans juggling work and family, running in City Park was her escape. The park was alive with weekend energy. Parents setting up for a youth soccer game, a food truck serving coffee, kids feeding ducks near the pond. Melissa ran the same route every Saturday, past the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, through the tree-lined path, then back around the playground. She knew the rhythm of the park. She knew the sounds. But that morning, something was off. Near the swings, she noticed a girl sitting alone on the bench, maybe 11 or 12 years old, hood pulled tight over her head. No parents nearby, just staring at the ground. Melissa almost kept running. Kids wait for parents all the time. But as she passed, she saw it, so subtle most would miss it. The girl's hand rested on her knee, fingers slightly curled. Then, 2 taps against her jeans. A pause. 2 taps again. Melissa slowed, heart thumping. She recognized the pattern. It wasn't random. It was a signal. Would you have stopped if you saw that? Comment below and subscribe to Goodness Corner so you don't miss what happens next. Melissa walked back towards the bench, pretending to stretch. The girl's eyes flickered up, wide and pleading, then back down. Her lips never moved, but the tapping continued. Melissa crouched near her. "Hey, you okay? Waiting for someone?" The girl didn't answer. Instead, she subtly shifted her sleeve, just enough for Melissa to see a faint bruise on her wrist, then quickly pulled it back down. Melissa's stomach twisted. Something was wrong. Before she could press further, a man in a baseball cap appeared from across the playground. He waved. "Ellie! Let's go!" The girl flinched. Melissa froze. Was this her father? A guardian? Or something else entirely? The man's smile never reached his eyes. Do you think Melissa should confront him or stay quiet? Subscribe now to Goodness Corner. The next part will shock you. Melissa hesitated. If she was wrong, she could humiliate herself in front of a parent. But if she was right, she decided to follow from a distance. The man led the girl not towards the parking lot, but deeper into the wooded trail, where fewer people jogged. Melissa's pulse raced. She grabbed her phone, ready to dial 911, but stayed far enough behind to not be noticed. Halfway down the trail, the girl dropped something, a crumpled note. Melissa sprinted, scooped it up, and hid behind a tree. Her hands shook as she unfolded it. 4 words scrawled in shaky handwriting. "Help me. Not safe." Melissa's breath caught. This wasn't her imagination. The girl was in real danger. And just as she reached for her phone, a hand clamped her shoulder. She spun around, face to face with the man in the baseball cap. If this were you, would you run or confirm him? Drop your thoughts and subscribe. The twists aren't over yet. Jogging's good for the heart, but sometimes people see things that aren't their business. Melissa's heart pounded. She looked scared. "I just wanted to help." The man smirked. "Kids get moody. You've got the wrong idea." But as he spoke, Melissa noticed something. The girl had stopped walking and was staring directly at Melissa, eyes begging her not to back down. Melissa swallowed hard. Maybe, but I already called the police. It was a lie, but it worked. The man's jaw clenched. He gripped the girl's arm tighter and hissed, "We're leaving." Just then, the sound of sirens echoed faintly from the street. Melissa hadn't called, but someone else had. When the squad car pulled up, relief washed over her. But what happened next flipped her relief into confusion. The girl ran not to the police, but straight back to the man. Why would she do that? Subscribe to Goodness Corner to find out. The truth changes everything. The officer, Deputy Carl Benson, stepped out, hand on his holster. Melissa rushed forward, waving the note. "She's in danger. She asked for help." But the man pulled out his wallet and flipped it open. Inside, an official badge. "I'm Agent Drew Harkins, FBI." Melissa blinked. "What? She's not your daughter?" Agent Harkins shook his head. "She's a witness. We're protecting her." Melissa's mind spun. Then why would she write this? Agent Harkins' face hardened. Because she doesn't trust anyone. Not even us. The girl's wide eyes confirmed it. She wasn't lying earlier. She was terrified. But of what? Melissa stepped back, torn between two realities. Was she saving a child or interfering in something far bigger? Would you trust the badge or the girl? Comment below and subscribe. The story isn't over yet. Over the next week, Melissa couldn't shake it. News broke of a sting operation in Colorado Springs, targeting a trafficking ring. Names weren't released. No faces shown. But she knew the girl was part of it. One night, Melissa received an unmarked envelope at her doorstep. Inside was the same crumpled note she'd found in the park, but now with 2 more words added. "Thank you." Her breath caught. She'd never know the full story. Not who the girl really was, not why she had been in danger, not whether she was safe now. But one thing was certain. She had noticed what everyone else missed. And it had mattered. How many silent cries do we walk past every day? Subscribe to Goodness Corner and never miss the stories that remind us why goodness matters.